We're going to go look at a dug well, and it's square. So we're building this well house cover to cover that hole, which is dangerous. It's 20 foot deep. We don't want anybody falling into it, but we want to cover it, but we also want to go to the bottom of it and see what's down there. So in this video we plan to do that. Now the well is also close to what we call Trammels Trace. It's a north to south run of a wagon trail. The story is, from Gary Pinkerton, is it was sometimes used for smuggling. So, nefarious activities. Camera girl has been up and down this wagon trail. It's kind of concave like this, and found old wagon wheel parts and stuff. So whether it's Trammels Trace or not, I don't know, but it definitely had wagon wheel parts on it, and it's definitely been there a long time. This well that we're going to be working on is very near it, within 100 feet of it, and you can see the trail even in Google Maps now. So I'll put a link here to Gary Pinkerton's book he wrote on it. There you go. So all I've got to do is weld this right here. I've got the camera back on purpose because my welds are suspect on good pipe, but on oil field pipe that's magnetized, they are terrible. The arc just goes everywhere when you're trying to weld on it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and let's see what's at the bottom of the well. Transition from steel to wood. So what we got is little pieces of angle iron to hold the 2x4s from the sawmill. This is all 1x down here. All this will be skinned over with this used tin behind me on this trailer. And the tin has holes in it, but in this case it doesn't really matter if a little drip comes through the roof. So these are, we'll be drilling through this angle iron into this wood, and then the tin will lay on top.
So is this the cover that's going on the 100-year-old well that we found?
That's the plan. I'm cutting the tin right now to go on putting the skin on it. All the construction's done.
Where'd this tin come from?
This came off our house, the hay barn.
We pulled this off in like 2012. We pulled it off the house that we now live in. That was a hay barn, and we kept it because we thought it looked awesome. And how many jobs have you used this for?
Oh my God, can't count them. It's gonna go something like this. Like that. I decided to rip some fascia boards to put on the gable ends. Hey, quit snorting at me. What about do it? And when I go to mill these boards, what generally happens on something like this is it starts the diving board effect. So I just have to go through it slow. Let's start the 64 case and get this over with. This was my first building structure out of 2 3/8 oil field pipe. And I found it difficult to stay square. In other words, just on a 2x4 or 2x6 construction, you could just stick your tape out and get a measurement and check for square. But with this thing, it's just difficult because of the pipe. You have to kind of go from the center of the pipe, and you just can't grab it with your tape measure. So. Looks like an oil field house. Got a little problem. You got clear over here?
It looks like it. Yep. Ta-da!
But we got to get these cattle panels out here and then mow all this down clean, and then we'll go down the bottom and see what we can find. The Trammels Trace is just beyond that 10 that's laying over there. Okay, so here's where we're going to go down hole with. It's a clamshell post hole digger. It's got a patent date of August 24th, 1908 or 9 or something like that. Let me bring you in here tight so you can see it. So we got a TD around 20 feet. Anyway, here's the adjustable part right here. So it probably goes from 8 to 12 inches or so. It says something about, it's got somebody's initials, the specialty, made in the USA, and number 2. So this is early 1900s. That should be just fine for this well. Matches up good. So here's what I was thinking about doing to get the bit back on here. Just take this worn out sickle bar cutter, put it on my forge, and try to match the curvature of this clamshell here, and either brad it back on here or weld it. I have to be real careful because this is maybe a 16th. So I did that on both of them. It would have some bite to it. I'm going to follow that edge right there. I assume it went out like this. So I'm going to put this right in here like this. I got to pull it back a little bit because of the metal has been eaten away by rust. Something about like that right there. I've got this in there so I can adjust the distance between the points. So there's the 2 points, there's the center, more or less. That looks pretty good. Having a hard time with this right here. This is, I think, supposed to move up and down, and it's rusted. And so if I can move it up, then we can hinge this open right here and dump the load. So what I've done is I've got peanut oil left over from our turkey fries on Thanksgiving. I'm going to set it in there. This right here is 17 inches to right there, so quite a bit of oil. We have 14 of these.
Special delivery.
Okay, this is part 2 of the video where we're going to go down in the well over here. So we're going to describe what we're going to do, but first off, in case you haven't seen the first video, there's a trail here, a wagon trail. We call it the Trammels Trace. It might be the Trammels Trace cutoff, but we'll walk over there in a little bit and look at it. But so we've got timbers cut for well floor. We're going to work on top of these. These are sweet gum we took out of sweet gum that was in our fence line, and we've got this old clamshell post hole digger that we're going to use to run down in that well and try to catch rocks or dirt, and we want to see if we can find out if there's anything at the bottom. So we think probably all that's going to be in the bottom is rocks, but we're going to find out. So we're going to lay out some boards where camera girl can look for metal and stuff. She's got her metal detector, and we're going to first start off with a camera, go down hole and see what we see down there, and then we'll pull that out of the hole and we'll go back in with the magnet. I've got this huge magnet I've had forever right here, and we'll run that down in there, and then it will determine if we should go in with this clamshell digger right here, which is 1908 vintage. So took a lot to get it broke loose, but we got it. So hope y'all enjoy the video. So the first thing we got to do is we scuff this. This is a dozer cover, the hood of a dozer, I believe is what it was. And stuck this over the well, just because we don't want no kids falling into it. So we're going to pull this off and look down in there. This is sweet gum, 2 1/4 thick, and that's 2 pulls on my sawmill. Can you get over there? The wall too.
Okay, go ahead.
Can't tell if those are rocks that were put in there or if they just cut through the rocks. It's definitely a square well though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how successful we'll be with that clamshell digger, because look at the size of those rocks down at the bottom.
I think I should just lower you down in there.
No.
With the rope.
No. No. No, that ain't happening. Well, at least I wouldn't drown.
No, I don't see any water in there.
Alright, I guess the next step would be to run a camera down in there with the light on, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at the very bottom. So what we got here is my old cell phone. We'll put it in the cradle here and we'll tie wrap it in. We'll turn on the light and the camera. But first I'm just going to glue this right into this right here. And we'll be looking straight down into the well bore. To the well. So I might not even have to glue it, but I'm just going to glue it to be safe. Alright. Should have brought that flashlight over here. Next. So you follow the... How far away do you think I need to be from the bottom?
You're real close now. You're like inches of... Just slowly move it around. Oh, I'm not... Looks like a bunch of rocks and dirt to me.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look interesting at all. Oh. So I don't see anything real interesting, so we'll just run the magnet next. Okay, here's the big magnet. Just gonna tighten it up a little bit.
You've had that thing for a long time.
Yeah, bought this down in downtown Dallas, Trades Day, whatever. Probably 1993.
It's not going to slip out of there, is it? That'd be terrible if it fell on the ground and stayed down there.
Going down hole with the magnet. Alright, touchdown right there. TD'd. Lost our piece of wood. Nothing remarkable. Pieces of rusted metal. Let's try it one more time. Oh.
Anything that time?
No. Well, at this point, because of the rocks being so big, I don't think that clamshell is going to be able to grab much. We got a few corners and stuff, but what do you think? You think we should do it? Or?
Yeah, I think we should try it.
All right.
Since we got it open and we're going to cover it. Once we cover it, we're
We'll never see it again.
not going to do anything with it.
This is our derrick. Next step is hook up the drill stem. Put our drill bit on. Does it scare you?
I wouldn't stand under it.
To make it wider, start with that.
I'd start with that.
Here we go. Go downhill.
Going down ho. It looks like it. You want me to come and move it? Stop. There you go. There you go. Whoa, 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 whoa. You got back up? Touching ground.
TD. Now I'm going to do these boards a little closer. This is our drill. Which way we have to turn it? Turn it to the right. Can't see. It's down. Quite a bit of resistance. I think I'm going to put a little more weight on the bit. Oh, can you see it? Ready?
Yep. It's digging.
Oh my God, it's full.
It dug.
Okay, let's get a picture of that right there.
Okay.
I want to just use my phone.
Okay.
Oh, your phone is better. It looks like it's full, don't it? That's dead center of the well. We do a little video of it.
It's hitting something on the side. Go slow.
What's happening?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, bring it up real slow. Oh, you knocked all the dirt out of it.
Shit.
It's empty.
All of it?
All of it. Not a grain of dirt. All right, let it go back down. Gentle. All right, lower it.
That's no good.
It was hitting the wall on the whole way up. It was hitting.
Hit the wall?
Yeah. It's in the ground.
Okay, I got an idea. You either use that rake or a rope and just kind of hold it in the center for me.
I can see where you dug right there. Looks like the dirt just fell out when you hit.
You don't think you can film while I'm turning that? Are we still rolling there?
Yeah.
Okay, camera's girl is going to try to video the rotating of the bit and put a light on. Uh-oh, I'm on top of a rock this time.
Can you move it over a little bit? You only have to go an inch or two
This way.
towards me.
Oh yeah, it's not
Right there, right there. That's about exactly where you were a while ago.
Was that a stick?
Yep.
Okay, I'm picking up the Kelly. And now we're rotating.
Keep going. Keep going. I see it. It's digging into the ground, but it still has room to get some more dirt. Don't drop that thing on my head.
I feel like I'm hitting against the rock.
You probably are. You're right in the center of the
Yeah,
rocks.
I'm locked up right there. So I'm gonna come out right there.
Okay.
Coming out of the hole. Open the slips.
Hold stop. Let me do it again.
There you go. Ready?
Yep, go slow.
Up.
Up slow. Woo! Almost got it. Come on up. Come on up. You got about 3 feet.
Okay, let it slack off, let it come over. There you go.
Okay, let it down. Got some red dirt.
Here's your phone.
Same thing happened to Geraldo.
In the safe,
His life was never the same.
you want your metal detector?
No, because it's all this is going to make it beep. Everything,
Yeah, you're right.
all the iron ore will make it beep.
Alright. So this is the shakers here. We're shaking out, see if we got anything in this material. Alright, you ready to go in a few more times?
Yes. All right. Go ahead.
That's Sandy Long.
Same thing. Just nice, pretty dirt.
Right. This remind you of your diamond crater of diamonds in Arkansas?
This is a lot better dirt. That was. This, you can grow garden in this. There's a rock. No treasures.
You want to do it one more time?
Yeah, might as well. We went through all the trouble.
On a little bit. There you go.
Well, let me see if I can get my rope up. There we go. Past that hook.
it up to Kelly. No, it's not in the
Get
corner.
close to it.
It's not in the corner either. Ready?
There you go.
Right there?
Yep.
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Didn't get a very good load that time. Just this ore.
Lots and lots of iron ore, which we already knew. Because there's a great big rock right here. This is the kind of rocks that are all over this land.
But you could tell from the video that we have a square well. That's very unique. So, but what I want to show you right now is the dirt that they excavated from this well is right here, real close by. They excavated with chisels and buckets. Watch this. See how I fell off right there? It basically goes all the way around. One big round mound. And then right there where those white oak and post oak trees are, those are post oak, is that's somewhere in there where they had that house, because there's daylilies and crepe myrtles, all that around there. So this was their water source. So the soil has probably filled in 5 or 6 feet, or maybe even more. So we're gonna call it a day right there. So we'll pull the boards back off, and then we'll put that metal back over the hole, and we'll set the well house back over it. Hang our bucket in there. I wish we had something we found we could put in there. Glad we did.
This is why
I feel rain.
everything.
Okay, so the well is approximately 7 feet by 5, maybe 5 or 6. 19 feet deep. We decided to make a wish. We got 3 pennies. I just happened to have them in my pocket, so here it goes. We wish my grandson a blessed life. We wish our future granddaughter, which will be here in May, a blessed life. And this last one is for any future grandkids in our extended family. All of them a blessed life.
Yeah.
enjoyed the video. I'm glad to get this project behind us. It's unfortunate we couldn't dig down far enough to even hit water. We know that there was water in this well at one time because right here is where somebody lived, so they'd had to have water. It was before electricity was running in this area. So the one thing I want to say is to get down to find the Coke 45 or whatever might be down there, I believe we'd have to get 3 or 4 feet of fill out of there, which is rocks this big. I don't know if you could see them in the video. And then you'd also have to then excavate on down, probably another 4 foot, somewhere in that area. Most of these wells, we have another dug well that's right at 20 feet, and it's got, I think, 3 feet of water in it, but it's down in the valley. This is kind of in a hilltop here. I don't know, but so we're going to give up on it and call it good here. And let's see if anybody watching this video has some historical knowledge, something they think we need to do with this well. Please leave me a comment below and we'll react to it. So this bucket, we're just putting this bucket in here for show. The prevailing winds are this way, north and south. So I wanted to run the gables this way so wind wouldn't go in there and blow things around. So we're just going to hang this in there and it'll make a nice bird nest, probably a very protected one. So I'll bring it in here tight so you can see it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it seemed like a lot of work just to do this little bit of digging in this well, but that other well I mentioned, it needs a good clean out. We probably got 2 foot of silt in there. That part of our land right there is heavy sand, so probably won't be full of rocks. Also, while we're talking about it, if anybody knows why in the world you would dig a square well, I bet you 99.9% of the wells dug in this world, at least the small ones, are round. So please leave me a comment if you're an expert or know something about this.